Present to you the recognition of honor of the Protopresbyter to the Very Reverend Father David. Please come forward. It gives me great pleasure to greet you and the clergy of the New England Deanery as you gather here in Johnstown today on this occasion of honoring you with the elevation in rank to Protopresbyter of the Church. The term Protopresbyter means leading priest, first priest, or priest of the first rank. It is a title honor that is given because a priest has distinguished himself through his untiring work for the Church, much of the time going far beyond what is expected of him. The Lord tells us in St. Matthew's Gospel, "You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes? Do they gather figs from thistles?" You see, it is all very clear. In the Church, the fruits of our labors reveal the extent of our work. A good priest does well what is required of him by his office and by his bishop. But an excellent priest goes far beyond that. He actually distinguishes himself by doing work beyond what he is actually asked to do. There are no boundaries. Strength of body and time are his only limitations. Father David, you are assigned to one of the largest parishes, St. John's in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and you fulfilled your priestly duties there very well. Your days are long, and your hours have been taxed by additional duties. You serve on the Vicariate for Liturgical Publications and Music. You are the director of the Diocesan Altar Boy Retreats. You served as a former diocesan dean and as a senior spiritual advisor for the ACRY. Everything I have just described beyond being a parish priest is done by you, beyond the call of duty. This makes a priest a protopresbyter. The entire priesthood of the diocese offers their good wishes on this special occasion. We also greet you with joy on the celebration of your 18th anniversary of ordination on October 11th and 19th anniversary of your marriage to Pani Andrea, which the two of you are celebrating today. Therefore, as ruling metropolitan of this diocese and by the virtue of my hierarchical powers given by the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople, on this 13th day of October 2010, I bestow upon you, Very Reverend Protopresbyter David Cochran, the award of the Jewel Cross and the right to wear the priestly epigonation as a sign of your rank among the clergy. Axios. Please be seated. We have one more recognition, and I think it's a surprise to him. Recognition of honor and of elevation to the Very Reverend and dear Father Stephen Loposky. Will you come forward? Reverend and dear Father Stephen, it is with pleasure that I call you forward today on this occasion to honor you for your devotion, dedication, and loyalty to the priesthood and to this diocese. Since your ordination in 1998, you have served unquestionably in every aspect of your calling. You dedicated the early years of your ministry to St. Mary's Church in Corning, New York, planning for a new church, the fruits of which are being realized now. You accepted the call as director of Camp Nazareth, managing all camp, retreat, and conference activities at our diocesan center. You serve our youth well and their activities as diocesan director of youth. You minister as a chaplain to the Orthodox residents of Polk Center and the chapel of St. Luke the Evangelist and Physician. You are about to take on the interim pastorship of St. Nicholas Church in Erie, Pennsylvania, and assistant to Protopresbyter Ronald Hazuda, responsibilities which will further tax your already long days. You proved yourself, Father, on Sunday when we were together at the dinner, when you showed forth your understanding of the Church of God, as well as the necessity of being kind to the Church in all ways. Most significant, you have never said no to your bishop, nor questioned any of these assignments, but rather embraced them enthusiastically. Therefore, in recognition of your priestly work given in joy as ruling metropolitan of this diocese, and by virtue of my hierarchical powers given by the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople, on this 13th day of October, I bestow upon you, Father Stephen Loposky, the title of Very Reverend Father with the right to wear the gold pectoral cross. Actio!